all
I'm
Barack
surprised
Obama wants to do is raise taxes.
Congressman Cantor, we're in a national crisis right now. I'm looking at the market every day, and it's scary. And we have a president of the United States who's still in office. He still lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. The normal president at this time of a crisis would be on national television at 9 o'clock at night talking to the American people about the problems we face. Do you still have confidence in this president you've elected? You voted for Bush the last time. You supported him. Does your party still support President Bush in the way he's leading this country economically? Do you like the job he's doing?
Well, listen,
do you like the job that Bush is doing?
Chris, no one likes an economic crisis. We have, as I said before...
Do you like the job the president is doing leading this country?
We have a crisis of confidence. What this president has done through his Secretary of the Treasury has reached out and tried to make a situation right itself so that the families of this country will not have to worry about where their retirement is coming from. And you know what? It is about time that we stop the finger pointing and start solving the problem. That's exactly what this campaign should be about. That is what John McCain is talking about. And you compare that to what Barack Obama has been saying in the last 24 hours, let the voters hear that, because the question will be when they go into the ballot box is who in their minds is going to best be able to approach a problem and solve it as quickly as possible without trying to point fingers and lay blame.
Yeah, the problem you have is that your colleague from Virginia, Tom Davis, who once ran your campaign committee, said that the Republican Party was a dog food, they'd take it off the shelves. And you haven't used the word Republican tonight. Your party didn't use it in the acceptance speech. John McCain never said the word Republican. He never said the word Bush. You're trying to take off your uniforms and run from the field of political battle and claim you're not Republicans. You're claiming you're running against this administration. And I'm not going to let anybody get away with that kind of foolery. You have to take responsibility, sir, for the policies of this administration that has gotten us into this mess. You can't walk away and say, oh, we had nothing to do with this. Can you? Say it if you want to. It's your right.
No, listen.
Say you had nothing to do with this situation.
Listen, Chris, it is John McCain and Barack Obama who are on the ballot for presidency of this country. And what the choice is before the people is whether they're going to vote for John McCain, who has had the record of experience, who has been a reformer in Washington, versus Barack Obama, who has been in the Illinois Senate and then been in Washington for 3 years with very little record to show for it, and frankly, very little demonstrable ability to solve problems. People are worried about whether they can afford gas or whether their retirement will be secure.
Okay. Is the Republican Party responsible for the economic policies of this country right now? That's all I'm asking.
I think we're all responsible. The Democrats have been in charge of Congress for 2 years. They have been unable to pass any legislation of any consequence, and that also is why we're in the situation why we're
I have never in my life seen a party run from its own record like the Republicans have. Sir, I like the way John McCain the other day said the fundamentals are strong, because at least he was playing defense honestly. He was admitting that he had to play defense. You, sir, say you don't have to defend the status quo. You can simply run for office, back Bush for 2 terms in a row. When he blows it, then you can run somebody else and claim, oh, he was wearing a different uniform. You got to defend your party, sir, don't you?
Chris, let's just take the situation as it is. You know, we've got economic crisis. Families in this country are very worried. They are very insecure. I am not dodging that question. So we've got to go forward and try and solve